Hey guys, put a Y in the chat if you can. Hold on. There we go. Hey guys, put a Y in the chat if you can hear me. If you can hear me. Make sure you guys are following me on Rumble. Make sure you guys are following me on Rumble. Let me go down this list here. Happy Monday. Happy holidays. Hey, baby back rib. Hey, Latisse. Hey, Natanya. Hey, Kira. Hey, Queen Grandma. Hey, Manifest. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, you can hear me. I just want to make sure. Hey, the Think Tress. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Toy. How y'all doing? Make sure y'all are subscribed to Rumble. Let me make sure that I'm also live over there. Doesn't look like I am. Oh, yes, I am. I am live. So anyways, I hope your day is going to be a nice one. I hope you guys are going to have a cookout. Maybe invite me over or something like that. But we have a lot to get into. So it has been quiet in the sector. Shamar, it seems like so far so good. We don't want to talk too soon about what's transpiring in the situation with Shamar having a new manager, okay? But it seems like it's going well for Shamar. Shamar's not up here complaining about the manager backstabbing him. Well, not yet. No one has been in his ear, or he hasn't been feeling a certain way to feel compelled to get up here and talk about the new manager. So far, so good. Okay. But we all know I would love for someone to put in the comment section so we can clear up a few things at the beginning of this live, because I could have swore that I could pull up the video that I shared with you guys last week, but I could have swore that he said that he would be moving in, Shamar said, into his new apartment on, I think, the 16th of the month. Not right away, but the rent office was going to give him an extension of 2 weeks, not 30 days, which he was complaining about, but at least 2 more weeks to settle whatever he had to settle before they, had to tell him he had to vacate from the property. Hey, Chef Sky, how are you? Good morning to you. So if y'all could put that in the comment section, that would be greatly appreciated, because let Lashun tell it, allegedly, because he looked at high as a kite yesterday. And he also looked like he was trying to get some coins off the strength of Shamar's name. So he allegedly ran into somebody that Shamar knew at the grocery store, and they allegedly are saying Shamar's still in the old apartment and he has the lights turned off. Now, that could be true, but I don't look at that as Shamar's doing bad. Shamar's about to move, and this is what allegedly has been put on social media from the horse's mouth himself and other parties that have been helping band together and helping Shamar so he could get housing. Okay. And sometimes, what people do when they ain't got no money to be given a whole month to somewhere they're not staying, they stop paying things. And maybe that's why Shamar might be without lights, if there's any truth to what LaShawn is saying, and we don't know. Now, Shamar has been quite quiet lately. This is not to talk bad or down on his name, but I'm just stating the facts that he is, in fact, been quiet. And usually he will update us, even if he's not on his YouTube page or Instagram. He does update us, from his IG story with clips of maybe him in his bedroom, laying in his bed. And, he's probably reserving energy on his phone, in case he needs to make a phone call or something. I have no idea, but I just was wondering, what was the day that he had to move? Yes, ma'am. I'm slacking bad. Oh, me, I was in Miami streets all weekend. That's all good, manifest. You was enjoying your life. It says hi. It says good day by day for Shamar. To go one day time. Please keep talking. Peace, please. Be patient and allow yourself. That's right, manifest. Yeah, so from what I'm seeing, Shamar's doing well. And I'm just saying from what I'm seeing, and I know that Shamar does look at um social media as an outlet to talk about his problems, and that's also what made him famous. A lot of things that he was doing before people knew who Shamar was. You know what I'm saying? Shamar was, being Shamar. Hold on one second. I got to switch something out really quickly. Hold on. Okay. Just give me. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. I had to switch out really quickly. Yeah, but you guys got to understand, Shamar got his popularity from stuff that he shared on social media when no one knew who Shamar was. He was just a regular person, and a lot of his videos went viral. He used the social media as an outlet when things were going on in his life, and I don't think he knew himself that he was going to become viral or become popular or known. So I really feel like if he was going, through some things like right now, which I don't think that he is, because the reason why I'm saying I don't think that he is because, when Shamar was going through not knowing where he was going to be laying his head next, he pretty much was sharing that with the public. He has no problem when he's going through things. He does use the social media you know, as an outlet to share that with his community. And sharing that is sharing it with the world. So, even if Shamar's lights are out, he has a right to share that whether he wants or not. And if he does not share that with the public, that does not mean that Shamar is in a bad place. Because let me tell you something. Um, it's always something good that comes in the end of a struggle. And as I gotten older, I'm not trying, it took me years to figure it out. But every time something happens that's a misfortune with me, and I know I'm not the only one that can speak on this, but I always say now, I didn't always feel this way. Yeah, this happened, a little hiccup, minor hiccup, but I always know something greater is about to come later. And that happens for everybody. I'm proud of Shamar that he has a manager. The manager and him seem to be eye to eye, at least in the public eye. We can see that they are naturally getting along and vibing out with each other. Shamar is booked and busy, and it's only up for him right now. I hope going forward, when it comes a year from now with the housing situation, because of what he went through, it was his first experience and having to now move somewhere else, sign another lease, that he has got the hang of it and that he knows what to do going forward for next year. It's growing pains for Shamar. It shouldn't be something that, oh child, I got some tea.
Shamar's lights are out. You know, there's a lot of people that their lights will either threaten to be shut off or shut off. Okay, life will still go on. He's still here, breathing. You know what I'm saying? He's not 6 feet under. It could be a lot worse. This is absolutely manifesting. Thank you, hon. Yep. Thank you for letting me know y'all can hear clear. Thank you. That's even better. Let me know you can not only hear, but it's clear. All right, let me see. You said, baby, that's where I am now, LOL. You know, so, you know, it's just really sad. And, you know, you would think that Lashun wouldn't have so much to say, you know, with those allegations over his head of stealing that kind of money from Shamar. I said, you know, allegations because we have to be responsible. When we can't, it's not what you know, is what you can prove. It's also a calm. It says also always a calm before the storm. Exactly, and always a storm before the calm. That's right. That's right. And if anybody in here was to criticize, you know, anything going on with Shamar, even if his lights are shut off, you know, I would think that you were being a hypocrite because everyone has a struggle. Okay. Everybody starts from the bottom and works their way up. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand how people just get so comfortable with feeling as though this stuff is tea. Many were helping Mar much more than he ever expected would up to now, especially when on how the interview did many videos on Mar to help. So make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah, but you know, Shamar's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely gonna be okay. You know, and I just really wish that people would sometimes show him some grace. Yeah, I know Shamar got a mouth on him and you know, X, Y, and Z and blah 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 blah. But you know, he's not perfect. He's been through a lot of things in his life. He's been burnt many of times. And through all of what he's been through, I think that he is doing better than people with no disabilities, with no situation of being homeless before, with no situations of losing his two parents. You know, and just really at the end of the day, Shamar doesn't know who we can trust. It's just Shamar against the world. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's sometimes it can be a lonely place. This is why Shamar keeps getting himself in these situations because of the simple fact that people know that he'll do anything not to be alone, and people are taking advantage of that situation. Now, you know, I really would love to hear an update about how things are going with him and his new boyfriend. I think that that is also good news by not hearing from Shamar, you know, with the new boyfriend, because we all know that if Shamar was having, you know, problems with the new boyfriend, he'd be on the internet talking about that as well. So I think when we don't hear Shamar on social media talking about his relationship with men that he deals with and all that, that's a good sign that things are healthy, at least for now. It's been a very long road for him. If we are going to speak, it's always going to be truth regarding to who does like to hear it when Mar is in the wrong. It's all must be pointed out in order to help. Exactly. That guilt godless. Yep, exactly, Toy. You said it right. It's the guilt. He's trying to deflect. He's definitely trying to deflect. If his lights were cut off, his live stream of lighting in his bed wouldn't work. He would have charge phone. Well, no, it's Lashun we're talking about. Yeah, Messy Doll be lying too, but no, we're talking about Lashun this time. Actually, Messy Doll's been quiet because Messy Doll's been going back and forth with what's that lady's name that he be hanging out with over there on TikTok? She got all those kids grip, baby. So he's having a little fallout with her right now. So I don't think he's focused too much on Lashun or Shamar right now. I think that Grip Baby will probably get more. I mean, Messy Dog will probably get more views, and whatever he's trying to work is set on, he'll be better off, doing content on Grip Baby than with Shamar or Lashun at this point, or Tommythegossip. So I don't think he really has time to be even in this equation. We all have had to endure walking through the fire at some point in our life. It doesn't take eventually coming to a point of making choices of closing doors with bad blood. Yep, that's right, Manifest. Miss Nola Diva, good morning to you, sweetie. The boyfriend quit his job and talking about moving to Atlanta. Ooh, child, don't say that, Natanya. Please don't say that, honey. Natanya, hit me up on the back end if you have the boyfriend's social media link to, like, say Instagram or any of the social media, because I really haven't been following the circus too much. I've been trying, dipping my feet in other territories, you know what I'm saying? And trying to make it work for our community over here so that we're not watered down with the same old day in and day out, because it can become, draining. And I don't want it to become draining over here for us. So Shamar got lights. He fell asleep on live last night. It's a sure hope that Ma does not allow. See that, you know what? But I'm glad you said that, Toy, because I want you guys to use critical thinking skills, right? Let me just say this to you guys. We're talking about someone who was once upon a time allegedly friends with Shamar. Then a large lump sum of money came up missing, first and foremost. Secondly, if he would lie about Shamar's lights being cut off, or Shamar is sleeping on the park bench, giving you examples of just bogus lies that Lashun could make up at any minute, in any given minute. Why would you give him any grace or give him why would you give him the benefit of the doubt that he wouldn't steal $55,000 from Shamar? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's lying about little stuff, trying to deflect about that, people like that lie about anything. It's crazy. Surely hope that Ma does not allow this new out of town man to come and use him. Well, Manifest, that's a problem. I think that's more of a problem hearing that the boyfriend is thinking about, he quit his job, thinking about moving to Atlanta, Georgia. That's more concerning than hearing Lashun thinking that he's spilling the tea that Shamar's still living in his old apartment, which we already know Shamar had to have somewhere to stay until the new apartment was available for him to move into. So if his lights were off, that's no tea to spill. If he's still living in his old apartment, we all know it's only until he's ready to move into the new one that is not going to be available at the first week of September. And we're in the first week of September. But it is a concern if the boyfriend is thinking about moving to Atlanta and he quit his job. That's scary. Because that right there is, in my opinion, already letting us know that his plans is to move to Atlanta. Because what business does he have quitting his job? And why would you quit your job? I hope if he is thinking about coming to Atlanta, he found a job in Atlanta prior to coming to Atlanta, because that's going to be a problem right there. That's a problem. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Matter of fact, let me get over to my YouTube video side, because y'all don't like hitting them likes, and that's for the 1% when I say y'all. Yeah, likes are doing decent actually. They actually are doing decent. But yeah, make sure y'all, as y'all come in, you continue to hit the like button. Thank you. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, Rumble. Yeah, but it's it's crazy, man. It's just I honestly, now that's not what I want to hear. That Shamar boyfriend quit his job. Shamar's boyfriend ain't got no business quitting his job just because he sees um old footage or new footage and photos of him being with celebrities. That's Shamar's, business. That's Shamar's shine. That's Shamar's money, so he can live. That's that. Don't quit your job and try to live off of Shamar. Nah, that's not how things work. And when Toy just said that to me, first thing automatically came to mind was like how Alvo did. But it does that. Now that worries me because we know that Shamar, he be falling for the okie doke sometimes because he doesn't want to be alone. And that's a bad hit for him. Manifest, I hope not either. Leave him in Chicago, right? Yes, I seen that, Tanya, that he was getting ooh, child. So this, ooh, he's supposed to be there third. Wow. Happy Labor Day, Deirdre. Hey, sis. That's crazy. So I seen it on blasted. Yeah, I kind of took a break because I just don't feel like sometimes it's fair for us to just keep putting out watered down content. That's why I do lives, because even if I tell you something, updating you, a couple of, minor or important things about what's going on in the circus, and then we talk about X, Y, and Z later. I like taking that time because I know that we're talking in real time. Like I told you, it's almost like I'm dialing a phone number and I'm able to talk to all my supporters on that same phone call at one time. So that's why I try to make it a point to go live so I can talk to you guys. Be in your face, close, impersonal, impersonal with it. You know what I'm saying? So transfer his halfway house to Miss Nola Diva said transfer his halfway house to Atlanta. Ooh, cha. I heard that. Ooh, cha. Well, you know what? I ain't really been looking for Shamar's new relationship with old boy. And y'all should already know because I'm asking you guys what's up with that situation. And y'all are telling me what you know. So, like I said, I've been trying to on the back end try to create other ideas for this channel. And sometime, I have to take small little breaks, but it's the beginning of the month and it's Monday. So we definitely had to get into the updates of what's going on with Shamar and the circus. The boyfriend quit his job. Yeah, I hope that he has a lot of money saved away. I don't know too many people that quit their job and got a whole bunch of money saved away. It says the new boyfriend is making plans to visit Shamar before he moves into his apartment. Shamar had a whole phone conversation with this guy. Let me just say this to you. How is he making plans before he moves in with Shamar when, first of all, how do you quit your job before you come to visit Shamar? And then if you're not going to stay and it's only temporarily and to see how things work out, why would you quit your job? You quit your job after you come visit Shamar. If it feels right and you feel like it's going to work out, then you go back and quit your job. And that's with talking with Shamar. Because we all know Shamar don't like taking care of nobody but Shamar. I don't watch Lashun. I don't get good vibes about him. I don't either. I don't either, honestly. But if he puts something up and he got Shamar in the title and he's walking around allegedly with $55,000 Shamar's money, I want to know what he's trying to say, going further to deflect like he's been doing. Can't believe nothing Loud Mouth says, right? So I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. So put a Y in the chat if y'all got your notifications. The ones that got their notifications, please put a Y in the chat. Let me see how the sounds on this end. Hear it good. All right, that's good. Make sure y'all are continuing to hit the like button. Thank you. I just wish you, like I said, I wish Shamar the best. You know what I'm saying? You know, I hope that dude ain't trying to come here and steal from him, use and abuse him, you know, and just make, you know, I just hope that Shamar don't let this dude have him making sound decisions for him, you know, and having him do these bookings with people all over again and him not going to the bookings, and then people are hauling him back into court trying to sue him for 20 or 30,000. You know, it's got to come to an end. I don't know. He said he got to see his PO before he comes to Atlanta. Shamar told him, see if he can change it to ATL. Now, let me just say this, Toy. If Shamar said that out of his own mouth, if it doesn't work out, Shamar better not get up on here with the nonsense, because you sitting up there telling that dude, don't quit your job. Let's see how it works before you know, up and just cancel everything where you're set up at in another state. Let's see how it works out first. Then we can talk about you coming here, quitting your job, coming here and being with me. See, Shamar probably said, see if you can transfer yourself to Atlanta, thinking that he gonna get his own spot. I feel like right now Shamar definitely doesn't need that. With every boyfriend came a new break, and he kept getting setbacks. I'm happy for. And yeah, exactly. I agree with you, Kira. And that's what I'm afraid is going to happen, because I feel like sometime when Shamar gets into these relationships, he puts his heart into it. He falls in love really quickly. He loves hard, and the people that he be dealing with don't be loving him the same way. They be having alternative motives for him. And that's what I don't like about the fact that this dude's talking about he's quitting his job, and that's great. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, when you guys are in these lives with Shamar, you need to tell him, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, he needs to start learning. Learn from your mistakes so you don't continue to keep making them. That's a crash dummy move. That's all I'm going to say. His career, but he needs to take a break to realize who's really for him and who's not for him. Exactly. I agree. And another thing I want to tell you guys too, now that I got you guys here, you need to get over there and subscribe to my let me go over because I know I'm gonna forget, to this channel here, Rumble. because I'm gonna be doing uncensored videos like when Shamar goes live. Stuff that I can't. I'm on the wrong thing. Share this. All right, this should be view. Did I just show y'all? All right, hold on. Let me do this. Nope. All right, so I'm gonna do it like this then. Oh, what? You know what? I'm crazy. This Rumble looks so much like YouTube that when I looked at my own splash page, I'm thinking I was on YouTube. That's bad. Anyways, this is my Rumble page. It does look like YouTube, and I thought I was on YouTube, and that's why I ended up having to take down what I thought was YouTube and put up Rumble. This is Rumble. You need to come over here and subscribe, because a lot of my unscheduled live streams, when Shamar or whoever in the circus goes live, I will be putting that up on the Rumble channel. I will edit it later, of course, and do my pre-recorded premieres, but I will have the ability to at least have a platform where I can put it unedited. So if they're cussing and carrying on, who cares? You know, it's not on YouTube, it's on Rumble. And I'll be doing, like I said, in the middle of the night, 2 and 3 in the morning, when these folks are going at it, I will be putting it on the Rumble channel. You know, or maybe sometime going live from YouTube, but running also Rumble live stream as well. And only reason why I'll be running YouTube live, because that's where you guys usually, you know, migrate to. But you're gonna have to learn how to migrate to Rumble. So make sure you subscribe. Okay. Make sure you are subscribed. Shamar's crazy if he lets his boyfriend get his new address. Well, he's gonna let him, because he's gonna be moving in around the 16th. Nobody quite yet put the day that he's supposed to be moving. I could have swore it was the 16th. I could pull the video that I had shared with you guys last week. I can't remember what it was. I want to say it was the 16th. The 16th of September. Yeah, hit that like button. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. I don't blame you hearing the voice is in here, because everybody ain't your friend, and it took me some years to learn that, and people used to tell me that, and I never listened. But Shamar, everybody ain't your friend. Exactly. It takes us all years to realize it. And people say, well, you know, Shamar's dumb. You know, he should know better. No, Shamar's not dumb. Shamar is, you know, was giving people the benefit of the doubt when they were using him. I'm not feeling the new boyfriend. I really don't like how he talks to Shamar at times. Well, if you're getting that vibe, trust and believe. It is what it is. But Shamar's gonna have to see that for himself, unfortunately. You know, nothing that anybody can do but Shamar. So I don't understand, you know, why he keeps getting himself in these situations. I mean, just by the dude living in another state, you know, that would give me the chills. You know, that would make me be like, okay, Avery lived in another state too, and didn't even last a week, and my money came up missing, and just all of this foolishness. So for him to just continuously keep allowing this foolishness to happen to him is crazy. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know what to really say about the situation, but he's gonna have to learn the hard way. Thank you, Miss Nola Diva. Says like, share, subscribe. That's right. You said the guy said he quit his job because he felt like he was being disrespect. Oh God. Right. He felt like he was being disrespected on his job. But do you have money saved away until you find another job? I get disrespected on my job right up here every day. You think I'm gonna quit my job? No, I'm gonna find another one before I do that. Shamar told him the new boo he need to get his money for his ticket. He better get it. He is because he is on probation and he gotta go see the PO office first before he gets the ticket. Shamar told him, "Don't get the ticket until you see you." Exactly, and Shamar already knows that from the situation with Alvo. So Shamar gave him some good advice. If that's one thing I say that Shamar did give him some good advice on is to make sure you go through your PO first, honey. For real. Are you playing? How you doing? Is anybody having a cookout? Put a Y in the chat. If not, no. And for no, he wasn't disrespected. He seen a come up and took the advantage. Exactly. Took advantage. Exactly. The boyfriend acts controlling to me. I'm just saying. Well, if you see it, it's probably what it is, sis. Natanya. Ma don't need any issues. Just let him focus on himself and mellow. Well, obviously he's gonna have some issues if he's you know, allowing this dude to come see him and he's quitting his job already and he's ready to see if it's gonna work with Shamar. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Shamar just needs to be careful. He's already been burnt before, so he just needs to be careful so it doesn't happen to him again. That's all I can say. I wish the best for him. I have been seeing that, he hasn't been that much on social media, which is a good thing with the drama, and things have been looking up for him. So I just don't understand what the problem is. Maybe sometime it ain't for me to understand. How about that? Maybe it's not for me to understand. Child, this so-called relationship is going to burn out fast, like with Avery. Yeah, that was not even a month. That was like not even a week with Avery. Shoot. Hope everything is well with you and everyone else. Hey Kay, how you doing, sweetie? That has LaShawn's name all over it. I don't like LaShawn. Something about him. No, I don't. I never liked him either. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought he was kind of funny, but then I started seeing, nah, he's not for Shamar. That's what made me start saying I ain't feeling him. This is how he gets derailed while he's in the midst of other things and can focus on himself. Can't focus on himself. And someone comes along and everything goes all the way to the moon with Shamar and explodes. Yep. Yep. And then Shamar wants to blame everybody else soon as it goes left, which is true. Shamar is a Pisces, and I am too. And I can definitely relate to him on always being in love type level. Yeah, I know people like that in real life, and it's just, I don't know. To me, it's just too much. Ain't that much being in love in the world. But to each his own. That's all I can say. To each his own. But I think that just like he gave him sound advice that he needs to let his probation officer know that he's gonna be leaving. You know what I'm saying? And going to come to Atlanta, and he needs to tell his probation officer that so he don't get in trouble. Shamar should also tell him that he shouldn't have quit his job until, regardless of what the situation is, he should not have quit his job until he finds another one. But Shamar is not going to be taking care of him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand how he just took it upon himself to say he gonna quit his job. And like, how are you gonna live? You got money saved? Probably not. Probably not. Them Chicago thugs cut differently. Shamar better be careful. I'm trying to tell you, ain't no jokes. Chicago, period. Yes, they are very different. Mm. But you know what? Put a Y in the chat if you've heard Shamar talk on numerous occasions talking about he wanted a Chicago dude, though. So he getting what he wants. I don't know. Shamar got to start bringing these strangers home. Yep. To be honest, every place is different when one does not know who they are dealing with. Yep. He doesn't know. He doesn't know how to be alone. I know people like that in real life. They don't know how to be alone. That's sad. But they do not know how to be alone. I'd be like, oh my God, this is crazy. They don't know how to be alone. It seems like every time you turn around, they're in another relationship. Yep, I know people like that too. But he's going to have to learn how to be alone. And if he doesn't learn how to be alone, he's going to definitely keep learning the hard way. So that's how I look at it. He's definitely going to keep learning the hard way. So I don't know. Let me see something. If you usually take. Hold on, guys. I'm looking at something real quick. Shamar needs to stop inviting people to his home. This poor Ma just want to be loved, so he moves way too fast. Yeah, he truly needs a caregiver, much as it joked about. Right. Rumble is giving me trouble, or I'm giving Rumble trouble, but I'm gonna get it right. Think, all right, sis. She said, "Oh, I'm giving it trouble." A guy gives Shamar a little attention, and Shamar is deep in love, and his man don't play about it. Right. Nothing wrong with desiring compassion. Right, companionship. You're right. But yeah, but sometimes you got to give yourself time to heal. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. But even I'm running from these fools out here. Got to vet them out properly. Shamar is delusional and clueless when it comes to men and seeing they're using him and robbing him. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. He just needs to just, like you said, take his time. That's all he can do. Take your time. Don't you rush. You know? He's got to take his time and stop looking for love and let love find him. That's all he can do. Stop trying to find love. Let love find you, honey. For real. Let love find you. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Bete. Yeah, but Big Marco, he gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. He just got to take his time. And don't you rush. And you'll end up finding somebody who's for him. You know? Simple as that. Or learn the hard way. You don't want that to happen. I watched that video. He said the 16th. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, all right. Thank you for confirming that for me, Toy. Hey, Robin. Robin Golston. Hey, Mina. Yeah, it's crazy. But I'm going to get off of here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I will be going live at, I think, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to close it out. And, make sure you get over there to Rumble and you follow. Let me actually put that link now for you to follow that. Because, there are going to be some days that I'm not going to, be streaming over here, even though it's I'm not gonna be stupid and have it I won't monetize something that shouldn't be monetized on this platform. I just feel as if you're already subscribed over to Rumble, you're not gonna have to worry about missing any of the uncensored, unedited videos. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So there it is there. Please feel free to support the channel. Oh, and that's the wrong thing. Why am I? Sorry, guys. That's the wrong thing. I'm thinking that was the link. Oh, God. I got the wrong link. I copied the wrong link. My fault. Where is the link at? I thought I had it in the, oh, I thought I had it inside of my, oh, that's crazy. Oh, giving y'all the wrong link. I'm trying to give you my Cash App link. Ooh, child, honey. All right, let me go into here. I got to make sure that I put it inside of I thought it was in my description box by default, but I guess not. My bag. Here it is here. That's the one. Yeah, you guys got to go follow here. So I'm about to get off. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Love y'all. Stay blessed. I'll be back on at 3 o'clock. I'm out. Mwah. Bye for now. Thank you, Miss Nola Diva. Mwah.